Hey guys, Andy with Tech Influence here. Excited to go over Acer's USB-C Type 1 dock for your MacBook Pro. This is for your PC, giving you an option to have a bunch of USB 3.0 USB-C ports, as well as being able to output up to 3 displays. For Mac OS, you can have it export up to 3 displays that are mirrored. For Windows, you can opt into up to 3 displays extended. Just some information here for Windows. With a display port, you can output up to 4k30 extended to 1 display. However, if you want to do 2 or 3 displays, you are only going to output 1080p at 60 Hertz. It's important to note which one supports Thunderbolt and which one isn't. With that said, the folks at Acer did provide this to me complimentary and sponsored this video. Down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Check that out here as it helps the channel. Let's go ahead and demonstrate this on my Mac Studio and also on my PC to show you here what it looks like extending up to 3 displays through this display dock. In the box here, you can see you've got the instructions and information on how to connect it. Here is your dock. It's made out of this durable plastic and anodized aluminum material. I think it's very sleek. You got this nice little picture here to give you information on how to connect it. Here's all your ports. You can see you've got 3 USB 3.0. There is your data and power. Here's a micro SD card and SD card. You even have output 3.5mm jack with your power button. On the back are all of your ports, including a display port and your 2 other HDMI ports. It does support up to a gigabit LANs, and it's recommended that you plug into the 110 watt port if you want to push out to up to 3 displays while using all of your other ports here for data and power. In the rest of the box, it comes with cables here. You got your power plug, and it does come with 1 USB-C to USB-C 100 watt power cable. You're going to have to provide your own display port and HDMI cables. Okay, we're here on location. We're gonna test my Mac Studio that has Thunderbolt 4. We're also gonna test my MacBook Pro. And then I've got a micro PC on the back of the monitor here. We'll show you all the different orientations. Here's the dock. We've got all of our ports in the back, including a gigabit of internet. We've also got a USB-C on the back that can deliver data through. I've got a portable hard drive, 4 terabyte hard drive. We've got USB cables, including 3 USB 3.0. I'm gonna plug in 2 for my keyboard and mouse. This is obviously the data and power port. And then we've got audio if we want. We've got a micro SD card that I can place in here. Then we've got an SD card reader as well to complete the dock. First, I'm going to plug into the Mac Studio just to know that there is a restriction on the Mac Studio and the OS only displaying a duplicate, whereas on PC, it does allow you to extend the displays. We're going to press the power button. It's now kicked off. You can see now we have all 4 displays. The display port is the lead. 2 and 3 are mirroring the display port, and then the last port, which is plugged in directly into the Mac Studio, is displaying the second screen. So you have that orientation available. Showing you here what's connected. We've got my T7 Shield, which is the 4 terabyte hard drive. We also have the DJI Mini, which is the micro SD card, and then the Sony, which is the SD card. So it's showing all of our ports plugged in. We can obviously plug into this last USB if we wanted to as well. Showing you here, we can move some footage over if we wanted to. Moving over 12 gigabytes, it moves over in 2 minutes. That's very, very fast. This is from the USB-C hard drive. If we wanted to move over from the micro SD card, we can move over 9 gigabytes in about the same amount of time, showing you that the read-write speeds are very fast as well. And then if you wanted to, we can grab something from our massive hard drive, bring that in, show you we got 3 gigs moving super fast. It's actually much faster from the USB-C to move over to the desktop if you wanted as well. Moving over to the MacBook Pro will display its own screen, and then you can plug in. This can deliver power, which is nice, to your MacBook Pro. You have to allow it to connect. Okay, we're on the MacBook Pro now. We've got it plugged in. It is driving power to it, so it's charging, and you've got the 3 displays mirrored, and then you've got your MacBook Pro displaying the other display. We can carry over Finder, and you can see here is the Shield 2 4TB hard drive through USB-C. We've got the SD card as well as the micro SD card, and you can see that it's working with the keyboard, fully functioning with no problem. I think that's great, being able to have this option here for this dock. Now I've got it connected to my PC. This is the ideal configuration. We've got screen 1, which is HDMI connected directly to my PC. And then we've got 2, 3, and 4. This is HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and display port 4 or display port 1, all up to 4K 30 frames a second. These two here are 1080p monitors. These other two are above that. This is my 4K monitor. You can see they're all displayed uniquely. Each one of them allows me to have their own specific window in each one of them specifically, allowing me to configure them across. I can put them in a square. I can orient them however I need. Coming up to the file manager, you can see we have now all 3 hard drives connected. The mouse and keyboard are working. DJI Mini is my micro SD card. We can go in here. We can download one of the files if we'd like. Pasting it here, we've got about 4 gigabytes moving over in 45 seconds, showing you how fast the speeds are. It's like 100 megabytes a second. I can go in and I can grab from the SD card some MP4s. We can paste those over, a little bit more data. 15 gigabytes moving over in about 3 minutes, which is about the same as the Mac OS, moving about 80 to 85 to 90 megabytes a second. And then if I wanted to move over from my hard drive through USB-C, this is going to move faster. You can see it's got 300 megabytes a second, moving a couple of gigs super fast. I have LAN connected. You can see how fast this is downloading the content. Downloading 5 gigabytes directly from Steam pretty quickly. Okay, we've got a game set up here. You can see you can play it just fine. Seeing here, it works just fine. Being able to output up to 4K 30 or higher refresh rates for 1080p. I like that. With that said, I'm very pleased with this dock. It's nice to be able to have, especially if you've got an office work or gaming setup. It's nice to be able to have all these extra ports and to be able to output up to 3 extra displays here with this nice little hub. The folks at ACER did provide this to me complimentary and sponsor this video. Down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Thanks for watching. Andy with Tech Influence. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.